Lion class, how are you? Hope you're well. Do you remember what we were doing yesterday? We were learning how to write our letters, weren't we? And can you remember what we were doing last week? We were doing a whole load of things about butterflies and caterpillars. And I said that this letter, we were going to do something special with this letter today. And it's to do with mini beasts. We're going to use this letter and we're going to make a mini beast. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Well, we're going to start with this letter and we're going to make it bigger. So I'll show you. So we're going to get a piece of paper like this, or a piece of card. A piece of card would be great. And what I've actually used to do mine is a pizza box. So if you can find a pizza box, that'd be great, but any sort of box would be great. So we start off with the letter E. So look, I started off with my letter E. So I go across, round, and this time you keep going and keep going and keep going. And then when you get near the bottom, you stop. Now that shape is called a spiral. Now, do you know any mini beasts that have got a spiral in them? Can you guess yet? Well, what you're going to do when you've got a spiral is you're going to put dots all the way along the line. So start off in the middle and put your dots. I'll use a different colour so you can see. So put dots. And you keep going all the way to the outside. And then you might need to get a grown-up to help you with this, especially if you're doing it on card, because you might need a pen to start with, and then very carefully you're going to make holes where you've made the dots. Now, might need a pen to start with, but then get a pencil and just make the holes a bit bigger. Okay, and then what you'll end up with is something like this. So you've got your spiral and you've made holes all the way around like this. Okay, and then I want you to find, if you can, to find some wool or string, whatever you can find really. So I found some nice colourful wool. Okay, and then it would be great if you've got a needle, but if you haven't got a needle, you don't need to worry, because I was thinking, what could we use if we can't find a needle at home? And I had this idea, might find it a bit of a wacky idea, but I found a straw. And I thought we could cut a bit of straw, and this is where you will probably need an adult to help you. If you bend the straw over at the end, just wait a minute. Bend the straw over and just snip the straw there, then you get like a needle. You get a hole in it there, and then at this point there you can squeeze the bit of straw together and it just makes a little bit of a point there, and if you need to you can just sellotape that bit together, but it goes in and out of the hole really well. So then we get the thread, the wool, and we can push that through the hole, and then we've got our thread. So you're going to need quite a long bit of thread, long bit of wool. We can tie a knot in the end, and then starting in the middle we go through the first hole. Actually, what we want to do is start at the back, so I've done that wrong because we don't want the knot in the front, do we? That doesn't look so good. So we come from the back and then go in the next hole, just following your line, and then back in the next hole, back down the next hole, back up the next hole. Sometimes it's a bit tricky, but just keep going. Back down the next hole, and you keep going round, keep going in and out of the holes until it looks like this. It's all the way round. At the bottom you can see here, if you look carefully, you can see where I've drawn the bottom of the snail. And then if you want, you can start going back again. I get my needle . You can go back up this way and you can fill in the line. Look, you see where it fills it in, and you can come out the next one . Oh, it's got caught on the wall there. Never mind. It'll go through. You can go all the way around, so it makes a solid line all the way around. Then when you finish, you can decorate it however you want. You could paint it, you could stick bits on it. Shall I show you one that I finished? Show you what it could look like. Here's one that I did and I finished. Look, I've done all the sewing all the way around the spiral, and there I've painted the snail and put some feelers on there, and then I've painted some grass, a bit of sky and some grass down the bottom. Why don't you give it a go? See if you can make a snail starting with the letter F. Okay, give it a go and send me a picture of what you've done. Okay, and I'll see you tomorrow and we'll have some more snail fun. Bye.